Big news coming in from Pakistan. Pakistan's government has decided to move in banning Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. That's a huge development coming in. Is Pakistan administration on the back foot? Is this because of the Supreme Court or the court rulings that we saw, wherein it was decided that all those who had fought on independent tickets but were erstwhile PTI members will now be recognized as PTI, which would bring their numbers up to 109, a formidable opposition within the parliament, and and the government of the day will lose their right or their powers to hold the two-thirds majority to have any decision in the House and amend the constitution as they may. This is the big development that's coming in. But before I go to a senior journalist, Azhar Saeed, who's joining us from Pakistan, let's just play out the soundbite of Information Minister Tarar.
समझा गया है आज तहम्मुल हमारी दानिशमंदी को जो कमजोरी समझा गया है, आज मैं इसका भरपूर जवाब देना चाहता हूं और बिल्कुल क्लियर अनएम्बिगुअस वर्ड्स में देना चाहता हूं कि नो मोर, बहुत हो गया इस मुल्क के साथ खिलवाड़। इस मुल्क की मईशत ने अगर आगे चलना है, इस मुल्क के लोगों ने अगर तरक्की करनी है, इस मुल्क की नौजवान नस्ल को अगर रोजगार के मौके मिलने हैं, इस मुल्क ने अगर तरक्की याफ्ता ममालिक की सफ में खड़े होना है, तो पाकिस्तान और तहरीक इंसाफ एक साथ नहीं चल सकते। मैं बिल्कुल आपको क्लियर करता हूं और उसकी वजूहात हैं। मैं तसल्ली से एक एक पॉइंट पर रोशनी डालूंगा और आपको आगाह करूंगा कि वो क्या वजूहात हैं।
Well, that was the Information Minister, and joining me is Azhar Saeed. Azhar, thank you so much for doing this on such short notice, but this is a big development. This is a major development. Is the PMLN government on the back foot? First, explain to us what really happened to our viewers. Why is this decision coming about?
Well, there are a couple of reasons, Geeta. The first and foremost reason is this, that recently Pakistani Supreme Court has given a verdict in favor of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf to secure more seats in the National Assembly and the Provincial Assemblies. We have 4 Provincial Assemblies and 1 National Assembly, and there was a complication regarding the reserved seats at centre and in the Provincial Assemblies. So the verdict given by the Supreme Court of Pakistan is in favor of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. That has actually dared the incumbent government to bring any change in the constitution. So technically, now the federal government is there, although the federal government is having no problem. They have the majority. But the problem with the federal government is this, that earlier they were having the power to change the constitution, to alter the constitution, for which they needed two-thirds majority. But at the same time, the Pakistan has an establishment, and Pakistani government is, there. The civilian government is also there. So they think that some of the judges in the in the superior courts, they are favoring Imran Khan and his party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, although Imran Khan is behind the bars, but still he has influence, they allege, over the judges. So things are not in their favor. So what they are doing is that they are they have decided to ban the party. Since there would be no party, they think the solution solution is this, to dismantle the party. Although the same kind of step was taken in another way, not exactly this way. On 8th of February 2024, when Pakistan had the elections, general elections, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, led by Mr. Imran Khan, they were not allotted the election symbols. Most of its candidates, they were in the field, but they were in the field as an independent candidates. So people, a large number of people, they voted in favor of those candidates who were supporting Imran Khan. So at that time, on 8th of February, people, the masses of this country, they defeated and they failed the plan by the powers that be to keep Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf away from the parliament. But now, after since February 2024 onwards, another decision has come in which they want to ban the party, although it won't be that easy. According to the Pakistani constitution, the government cannot solely ban any political party. The reference goes to the Supreme Court of Pakistan. So Supreme Court would decide whether the party would be banned or not. So things are not as easy for the government, although they are announcing that they are gonna ban the party, but it's not as easy as they are claiming.
So, Azaz, why is the government doing it then? I'm sure they also know that it's not going to be easy. I'm sure they also know that they will also be taken to court should they decide on going ahead with this. Then why are they doing this? Are they in back foot in such a manner, on the back foot in such a manner that they have had to take such a decision after the Supreme Court ruling? Because the moment you say that the reserved seats, now bear with me, the reserved seats that will be recognized and PTI has a right to those reserved seats, you're actually saying because reserved seats depend on how much seats the party actually has. You, by doing that, you've actually recognized those independents who have won as independents but were PTI members. Like, you've recognized the party, you've recognized that they're all from PTI and hence that they deserve those reserved seats. So the government right now is absolutely on the back foot, knowing very well that this might not work out for them.
Well, Geeta, there's no other opinion. It reflects the weakness of the government. They are doing it. They think that they can control the overwhelming influence of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Imran Khan over the government machinery and over the judges. But apparently, each steps taken by the government is rebounding. Whatever they do, it gets reversed by many factors, by a number of reasons. So although it reflects that government is very weak, it reflects that they are fearful of PTI led by Mr. Imran Khan, but at the same time, whatever steps they are taking, they are coming back. Although for some period this step might sustain, but apparently it seems that whenever the matter will go in the superior courts, they will overthrow the decision by the government to ban this particular party.
Well, as you've seen a lot in the recent past, do you think this, if they try to take it to the only try, because I don't think it's happening, but even if they try to take it to its logical conclusion, what do you then see in terms of situation on the ground? Are we going to see a repeat of a civil war-like situation that we saw in the recent past? What's really going to happen? Because no matter what the country is saying, no matter what this dispensation is saying, Imran Khan still has a huge following. So are we looking at people...
Geeta, PTI and Imran Khan, I don't think so. Their followers would be inclined towards any civil war, and there is no likelihood of civil war by the PTI or its followers, because they attempted to, attack the government installations and the military installations on 9th of May 2023, the very day and day after when Mr. Imran Khan was, arrested. In Rawalpindi, in Islamabad, but they failed. They failed miserably. I don't think so that the PTI has the capacity to do this kind of adventure which you are mentioning, because they have faced wrath of the Pakistani establishment. Lots of their followers, they are behind the bars. Their leaders are facing cases. So it's very difficult for them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you don't think that's really going to happen, but in terms of
no.
But then, what do you think? What do you think will happen with this decision? What do you think will happen with this decision, Azaz?
Well, this decision is no doubt a buzz, and there's also an attempt to make a forward block within the party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Some members, they might break them, and they might announce their own faction of their party. But at the same time, I think so whenever the matter will go to the court, which definitely will go in the superior courts, I don't think so that this decision will sustain.
Okay, now I know you don't have a lot of time, but I just need you to zoom out a little And I think give us a picture of the political scenario, because I see that PMLN did form the government. They have outside support of the PPP. But do you think it was a smart move or by Bilawal to not really be a part of this government, given that everybody foresaw that there will be so many problems with regards to governance and so many problems that PTI will continue creating for the government? Rightly so, not wrongly so, rightly so. But do you think that's the reason why PPP really stayed out?
No, I don't think so. That you see Bilawal Bhutto Zardari out of power, but you can see that his co-chairman, who's his father, he's the president of this country. They have a deal with the government that some of the governors of out of 4 provinces like Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Sindh and Balochistan, they have the governors. Right now, 3 out of 4 governors are of Pakistan People's Party. So the commoners here in this country, they know very much that People's Party, although they are announcing that they are not in the government, but they are very much in the government. Bilawal is not individually in the government. He's not having any portfolio. Any of his other leaders is not having any portfolio. But at the same time, they are part of the government because they are having 3 governors and the presidency with them. And that too is given by the PMLN, which is the front, the face of the current regime.
All right. The case was indeed filed by Sunni Ittihad Council, a political party that PTI-backed candidates had joined after February 8th election. This was for the reserved seats. In all this that you're seeing, and my final question to you, Azaz, where do you see the establishment over here? How do you see establishment viewing the political situation and scenario, where we, in all probabilities, are looking at a government that's absolutely cornered, because this decision seems like of a government that is cornered, that does not know what it has to do or what it can do, and does not want to lose its power or its prowess in the parliament.
Well, Geeta, Pakistani establishment is stuck. They have the civilian phase led by Mr. Shehbaz Sharif, but Shehbaz Sharif is not having that influence and that power and that popularity among the people. So things are not moving. At the same time, Pakistan is also facing key economic challenges for which we need foreign investment. We need to boost up the local businesses here. For that, we need to have a strong, sustained political system. But unfortunately, the political turmoil is going and it's continuing. And yet, the political turmoil is not foiled. So things are not ideal in terms of Pakistani establishment. They think that problem is still there, and the problem is Imran Khan and his party. They are continuing as a pain. Things are not that ideal for the Pakistani establishment.
Ideal for the establishment, not ideal for the government, and certainly not an ideal space for Imran Khan. It seems like Pakistan, as ours, is not in a position to bring back normalcy anytime now, at a time when they really need to show some stability in government so that they can have foreign direct investments and investments really coming into the country. We'll keep coming back to you, Azaz, to learn more about the developments in Pakistan. But thank you so much for now, for joining us over here on India Today Global. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's the big news coming in from Pakistan. It is a day where there will be a lot of reflection and introspection as to what the Pakistani government, as also the establishment, really want to do, because this is a decision of a government on the back foot. We are looking at the government now looking to or making a move to ban PTI completely and invoke Article 6, which involves acts of treason and violation of the Constitution. However, the very basis of this entire decision is the court ruling a couple of days ago, wherein the court had indeed ruled that PTI does deserve to get those reserved seats. And if we talk about the reserve seats, it is only given on the basis of shares of a political party. Therefore, recognizing those independents who were erstwhile PTI members as a part of a party. So that's a huge decision coming in, with the numbers swelling up to 109 for the PTI. It'll look very, very difficult for the current dispensation to get any amendments done as they wished to with a 2/3 majority. And that's the reason why, in all probability, that is the basis why the government today is saying they are going to ban PTI. It's not going to be easy. There are courts involved. They will be going to courts. The matter will be taken up in court, like Azhar said, and we'll be tracking developments on that front, whether if it is going to be a win for PTI or the decision is going to completely backfire on the government is something we'll have to wait and see. On that note, it's goodbye for now. Thank you for watching India Today Global.